But I do want to speak to the girl who would be considered a plain Jane, who felt like or feels like still that she's not desirable, no guys want her. Hey, listen. Hey, cuz, what's up? Have you ever felt like you didn't measure up to, like, I guess the societal beauty standards, specifically with the baddie aesthetic? Have you ever felt overlooked? Have you ever felt like just kind of like ignored or kind of like push it aside because you don't have a BBL or you don't, you know, have those super long lashes and a 30-inch bust down? Like, were you that girl? Today, I'm going to briefly talk about the baddie aesthetic, plain Jane, and then ultimately why you shouldn't feel pressured to look a certain way simply because society tells you. Okay, so I'm going to first start off with the baddie. I want to make this disclaimer. I think that both the baddie and the plain Jane, and I have seen beautiful women on both sides. So don't make this as a baddies are prettier and plain Janes are uglier or vice versa. This is not what the point of this video is supposed to be. I think that the baddies are the ones that are mostly pushed on us in the media, the Instagram models, the video vixens. And in the terms of Instagram, it was a whole thing of the IG baddie. She probably got a BBL, got implants, she probably had all these things. And these baddies are typically what you would see with the rappers and the athletes. I'm just saying what I would see on social media over the course of the years. In terms of the plain Jane, instead of the girl who might have like all of that like the baddie does, the plain Jane is typically the girl who's more simple. She's probably a little more conservative. And even if she's not conservative in a sense, she probably just would prefer a more natural look. She's probably not quick to hop on to trends. And sometimes if they do wear makeup, it's very minimal. And for the black girls, they're typically the ones that wear their natural hair more often. I would probably, honestly, I would probably describe myself more as a plain Jane. I think I would be considered more of a plain Jane. I'm not somebody to dress, you know, I have a sense of style. I like nice clothes. I guess I'm more of a conservative person. With me being a more conservative person, I know society will call me a plain Jane. And you know what? That's fine. In the terms of society, I feel from what I've observed that the plain Janes are typically looked down on. Like they're looked at like as boring. They're looked at as like, oh, you know, maybe they're corny, less desirable. And like speaking of, you know, the black community, the natural hair, plain Jane who wears her hair, her natural hair, sometimes people will comment, why aren't you getting your hair done? When are you getting your hair done? You need to get your hair done. But if she was wearing 30-inch bust down, like, oh yes, you look, girl, you look good, girl. And to be honest, I think more people are coming around, but there's still that group that's like, it's like a foreign concept to just want to wear your own hair at times. So in essence, those are what the baddie and the plain Jane are. So if you are somebody who is, I guess, falls under the baddie aesthetic because you like the 30-inch bust down, you like lashes, like you like what the aesthetic is, I say do you. If that is what you like, go for it. But I do want to speak to the girl who would be considered a plain Jane, who felt like or feels like still that she's not desirable, no guys want her. Hey, listen, I think that being a plain Jane is almost like a form of freedom, because plain Janes probably wouldn't be the type to hop on trends. They're kind of like to themselves. They know what they like. They're comfortable in their own skin. I think that that is a form of freedom and that it should be embraced. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting just to be simple and not conform to what society or social media has pushed on us for so long. There's nothing wrong with having your own unique sense of style. We need to bring that back because it seems like everybody is a monolith. I see girls with the same wigs, the same lashes, the same nails. They even do the same poses. They're wearing the same clothes. They talk the same. They act the same. Like it's all, they're all the same. Like where is the individuality? Where is the creativity? Like I miss that. Nonetheless, sweetheart, don't feel pressured. Please don't feel pressured to change your look, especially for a man. You don't want to do that. Okay? Don't feel like you have to start dressing provocatively to get the attention of a man because you've been told a lie that being a plain Jane or simply just being more conservative is less desirable or you're boring. And all of what I'm saying, just to get the essence of this whole video, is literally to be yourself. I know that sounds very cliche, but literally be yourself. If you want to be the baddie and if you want to have all of that, Be yourself. If you're more of a plain Jane and you don't want too much going on, you're more conservative, be yourself at the end of the day. I hope this encouraged you, and I do want you to know that you really are beautiful. That's all that I got. God bless you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.